You know, one of my favorite games on last gen was Dying Light. It's also probably my favorite zombie game hands down. And I've played a lot of zombie games. And I'll tell you, there's nothing more immersive than Dying Light. I don't think anything nails it just quite like that. I mean, whenever you can drop kick a zombie, and just something about being able to drop kick in that game is so fucking satisfying. You know, getting a running start, drop kicking a zombie, you know, into a spiked trap, for instance. You know, there's all these moments around that game like that. And you get swarmed by zombies. You know, it gets really tense, especially at night in that game. So as far as the gameplay, they really nailed, you know, what it would be as far as, you know, zombie combat. And I was looking forward to Dying Light 2, but it's one of those games that I kind of forgot that they were still making. I'm like, oh shit, Dying Light 2? This just came up in my recommendeds, and I watched it. It was a 12-minute upload, and it's the lead game designer. I'm not even going to attempt that name. I'd butcher that name. And he's talking about the differences between Dying Light 2 and what they're adding and things they're taking away. One thing they're taking away I don't really like is that they're taking away guns. I mean, they're taking away guns. I don't really like it when a game takes away something that and it isn't for a good reason. I just don't know if I agree with that. He says that you can actually dual wield now, and they're taking away guns, but then there's a handcrafted shotgun you can make. So there's a small shotgun. You're going to have arrows, and the arrows are fun to use. The bow and arrows, light them on fire, shoot them at a zombie. Those were fun to use. But still, I don't know how I feel about, you know, taking guns away. But you can dual wield. So, you know, you shoot a zombie in the face, and if it doesn't finish him off, you know, hit him with a katana. So, okay. That's interesting there. One thing that's got me really excited is paragliders. Paragliders. That shit's going to be awesome. Gliding from like one rooftop to the other. I'm going to really like that. Still won't be able to drive cars. That's one thing I really kind of wanted in the game. He says there's a mission where you could drive a vehicle, but in general, you can't drive cars throughout the world. I don't know about you, but, you know, just being able to drive through a horde of zombies, you know, in a big old truck, I mean, it might make the game a little easy. I get it, I understand it, but still, it'd be nice. That would be nice, though. Or, let's just say, have it be rare, like it's rare to see a working vehicle, and that would make sense. That would make sense in that kind of world to where most cars actually don't start. Might actually be kind of tense. You know, some zombies are chasing you, some infected are chasing you, and you run to a car, and, you know, you might get lucky, it might not start, and then the zombies can actually break through the glass and try to, you know, get at you. I'm sure that's not going to be in the game, but, you know, a guy can dream about, you know, about those scenarios, right? Two more things I want to touch on. And one big thing is the fact that there's going to be more choices in the game. Dialogue choices, for instance. So, if you're in a mission and you make different choices, not only will it affect the outcome of the mission, but let's say you save different characters. The opera singer, he uses as an example. Let's say you save an opera singer during the mission. That opera singer is going to be back at your headquarters singing in the background. I like that. I like games that, you know, let you have different choices, and it increases the replayability. And also, he said there's going to be different endings depending on the things you choose to do during the main game. I like that. Now, one last thing they're changing about the game that I don't know if I agree with, other than taking the guns away, is changing the grappling hook. You know what? I could deal with no guns. I wasn't using guns a whole lot in that game regardless. I was mostly using the crafted weapons. The swords were funner to use. I could deal with not having guns. But what the fuck are you thinking changing the grappling hook? For the worse. He talks about here how you're changing from Spider-Man to Tarzan. This is a sequel, right? Dying Light 2? Aren't you supposed to be making things better? You know? Faster? Well, I don't know if you can make the grappling hook any faster than it was. It was pretty fucking fast. You know, it made traversal of the whole world a lot easier. You can make refinements in it. You know, make me feel more like Spider-Man. Not like Tarzan. That's a gigantic step down. Unless they just make it completely immersive, which I don't know. I can get the whole argument for immersive. Maybe it's not realistic to, feel like Spider-Man in a zombie game like that. Well, fuck it. It's a video game, okay? I don't like how they change things, to make things more immersive in a video game or more realistic when, video games are about having fun. He said you can attack, though, with the grappling hook. So I'm curious about that, What, like swinging around your head, like as an area attack? That might be kind of cool. You're swarmed by some zombies, you take out your grappling hook and you swing it around you. Or maybe, grapple into a zombie's, head. If it has like a sharp point, throw it at a zombie. And I don't know. Maybe if you can, I take it back. If you could actually throw it at a zombie's head and rip that fucker's head off and do stuff like that, I would almost forgive it. Okay, I would almost forgive it. But still, at the point, they're taking the grappling hook away. I just don't. I mean, you got it, but they're going to change it, and it's no longer like Spider-Man. I don't know. Yeah, that's my thoughts on this upload. Dying Light 2 Ask Me Anything, Episode 1. I'll leave a link to this down below if you guys want to check out this video. And give me your thoughts. What are some things in Dying Light 2 you would like to see?